guys, this is Vargas, and I am back with you with another DVD update. If you're new to the channel, what I do is that I know this Facebook seller, Movie Freak Bazaar, and each week he has a DVD sale, and I buy a bunch of stuff through him. So I'm going to share. I've split it, of course, into stuff that I picked up. This is stuff that I picked up for the last 2 weeks. I know if you've been following my channel, it doesn't seem that way, but because between when I edit and finally upload these, it doesn't seem like that much time has passed. But you can usually tell by my hair. This time I shaved the hair. I was trying to go for a really sweet mohawk thing, but it was kind of getting to be too much of a hassle, so I went back with the old reliable shaved head. So 1 week I bought some stuff, and then the other week I did go a little crazy, so I split it into 2 even parts. So let's get started. First book DVD I have to share. It's a blind buy, like most of my purchases. It's a blind buy. I don't know what it's about, but it's called In the Valley of Ella. For the glare there. But still sealed. It's still a brand new seal. It has Tommy Lee Jones, Charlize Theron, and Susan Sarandon. So the cast made me want to get it, but I don't know anything about what the movie is about. Another blind buy, but also brand new, sealed, and another one with a really good cast, State of Play. No idea what this movie is about, but it has Russell Crowe, Ben Affleck, Rachel McAdams, and Helen Mirren, so it looks like it's a spy thriller, and I really kind of dig those kind of spy thrillers when done well. The 70s was actually a golden age, in my opinion, for these type of spy thrillers. I want to get, if anyone remembers it or has seen it, the Paradox View, I think it was called. I want to get that one. This one is a movie that I've been wanting to get for a while, but I haven't actually gotten to it until now. With Nicole Kidman and Wolverine himself, Hugh Jackman, Australia. I've seen this movie on TV, and it's a good movie, but I don't know, every time Movie Freak has had it, I always skip it, and this time I was like, screw it, I'm gonna get it, and I got it, because I have a lot of collections going, but I have a Hugh Jackman collection. I'm missing The Greatest Showman and Prisoners. I want to get that one. Another film for my never-ending Disney collection. This movie is one that I knew about, but I did not remember it was a Disney movie. It's The Greatest Game Ever Played. It's a golf movie. I'm not a big golf fan. I like Mario Golf, but I don't really like the sport of golf. And movies about golf, except for Caddyshack, I don't know any other ones. But picked it up because it's directed by Bill Paxton, and that made it interesting. But the main reason is because it says it's a Disney movie, and I'm on this quest to get all the Disney movies, which is an impossible feat. Picked up this movie, Gettysburg. It's a American Civil War movie, like this big, sprawling epic. That comes in these really, I've mentioned this before, these, whoa, and it just broke. Wow, that's what I've been saying, these snapper cases are really, really weak. They're made out of cardboard, and this snapper part snapped off. That's a bummer, because you can't replace these snapper cases. DVD case you can replace, but not a snapper case. So, maybe I'll try to fix that. But Gettysburg, another movie that I've been trying to get and watch. I haven't gone around to getting it until now, so I hope it's entertaining and not boring. This one I completely forgot it existed. I have Stuart Little 1 and 2, and they were live action with the CGI mouse. I thought it was okay as far as a kid movie goes. It has Hugh Laurie, Dr. House is in it, and Gina Davis, but I forgot they made a third one, Stuart Little 2, Call of the Wild. It's a completely CGI movie. There's no live action, but most of the original cast comes back to do voice work, so that's cool. This one I picked up just out of novelty. Because I was doing a little bit of research, and I found out this is Beyonce Knowles' first movie. It's a TV movie. She made this before she made her big theatrical debut in Austin Powers and Goldmember. But this is Carmen Hip Hopera. There's Beyonce. And I just picked it up because I thought it was interesting to get a copy of her first movie before she was in Goldmember. But another snapper case thing, and I don't even want to snap it. I'm afraid I'm going to snap it like the Gettysburg one. Picked up... I want to get all the Marvel movies. I know... I recently got Disney Plus for my kids and my wife because it came out in Mexico and they wanted it, so I was like, the price is okay. And it has all the Marvel movies, all the Star Wars movies, all the Disney princesses, so it's great for my kids. But, and it's good to watch. It's like Netflix, it's kind of convenient. But I am a collector, and I like collecting them, and I've been trying to get the Marvel cinematic movies, and it's been kind of a slow process, because even when they're on sale online, they're still like 20, upwards to $20. Unless it's an older movie, but the Marvel ones I've never seen cheap. And Movie Freak Bazaar had this one, and I wanted to get it because I really like it, and it has Michael Keaton, and that's Spider-Man Homecoming, the first Spider-Man movie. There's only two, Spider-Man Far From Home. I like this one better because, admittedly, it's because of Michael Keaton. I really, really like Michael Keaton. And I'll watch anything with him. But all in all, it's a really good movie. I really liked it. I still liked it more than Far From Home. And I'm really hoping that they release the third one. But it depends on what Sony does. Now, many while ago, when I was a kid, I remember watching on TV this Alice in Wonderland adaptation that I thought was really cool, and I watched, and I thought it was interesting because I'm used to the cartoon. And then I bought another while ago DVD that I thought it was, but it wasn't. It's another Alice in Wonderland adaptation that I hadn't seen, but the one that I remember wanting to get, Alice had blonde hair, and the girl in that reminded me of the girl from Poltergeist. And I was watching that, and I was like, that's not it. So I've been trying to get that one, and I think I finally found it, hopefully. And this is another version of Alice in Wonderland live action. But this one has a blonde girl, so who on the cover you can't really make up. But I remember when I was a kid thinking it kind of looked like Heather O'Rourke from Poltergeist. So I'm hoping it's this one. And the thing I remember most about that one is that after she gets out of Wonderland, she goes through the looking glass, and that segment was kind of creepy. So I'm really hoping it's this one, and it has the conclusion, because I don't remember seeing the conclusion, and I was actively wanting to see it, so hopefully this is that version. Probably no one knows what I'm talking about, but yeah. This one, I mentioned on the last video, I went through the rabbit hole of picking the Madea movie, the Tyler Perry Madea movies. Picked up the first one, and I have Madea Goes to Jail. I'm still looking for the Christmas and the Halloween one. But Movie Freak had this one, and it's Tyler Perry's I Can Do Bad by Myself. I Can Do Bad All by Myself. But it has Madea there. I haven't seen the Madea movies yet. I need to see them. But I've heard that they're not that good. But it might be enjoyably bad. I've mentioned this before. I like enjoyably bad movies. Picked up a Steven Spielberg movie that I've been trying to track down for a while. Finally have a copy of Empire of the Sun. I've been wanting to get this one for a while, and it's another snapper case, which I'm not going to snap because I'm afraid it's going to break. But I've been trying to beef up my Steven Spielberg collection, and I'm missing some of his newer stuff. This one I've been also trying to track down ever since I found out it existed. If you know me, you know I'm a huge Nicolas Cage fan, and one of his movies is called City of Angels, which I thought was okay. The ending kind of feels like well, you're fucked. But I later found out that that movie is a remake of a French movie called Wings of Desire. It's the same plot but more artsy. And Movie Freak Bazaar finally got a copy that I picked up, and it's Wings of Desire, a French movie. I think it's a French movie. I'm pretty sure it's a French movie. Black and white. The only problem is that it has some really bad molding here. I thought those were tattoos, but they're not. They're really bad molding, and I'm worried about that. I think I'm gonna open it up and see if I can clean it with some sort of mold killer and hopefully not scrub up the paint. The movie's in mint condition, but yeah, that's one of the problems of collecting DVDs. I honestly thought that they were like tattoos or something, but no, it looks pretty bad. And that's disappointing because I really wanted that movie. Another movie I've been trying to track down and finally got a copy of is a Snapper Case. I don't know if this. I'm pretty sure this hasn't been released on DVD. Given the subject matter, I can see why. It's Wag the Dog with Robert De Niro and Dustin Hoffman. And it's about this president that's something that you will hear a lot in modern times. A president that's going through some scandal, and these two guys make up a fake war to, get the people to forget the scandal, which is something that has happened. So, really... it's a really interesting movie. I'm guessing because of that, it hasn't been released on DVD because people want people to quietly forget that exists. But I finally got a copy. And the last one I'm going to share in this video is one that I picked up mostly because of Rosario Dawson. I know Rosario Dawson from things like Alexander, and she was in Mallrats 2. I think she was in Rent. But most recently, she played Ahsoka Tano in The Mandalorian. So I saw this one, and I remember it not being good. But there's two versions of this. There's the one that I've seen the most is the family-friendly edition, where they take out some stuff, and a PG-13 version, which is the one I've been trying to track down. And I found the PG-13 version of Josie and the Pussycats, which is an Archie Comics property. But the PG-13 has a little bit more of a... it's the one that released on theaters. It has a little bit more like sexual jokes and stuff like that. So found the PG-13. That's the thing about collecting movies. You kind of really have to do your research and figure out these different cuts and versions of movies. I own a lot of movies with different versions. Some of them only have like a minute. Others have a little bit more. Like best example I always give is Life Force. Now there's the first release of Life Force is the one that released on theaters, and it was really chopped. While in Europe they got a more complete one. Then when it was released on DVD, it had a couple of the lost footage reinserted, but not a lot. And then when it, as far as I know, is when it was released on Blu-ray, that's the complete version that was released internationally. So I have the DVD that has the additional footage, some of the footage put in, but as far as I know, the Blu-ray has a lot more, so I want to get the Blu-ray. But yeah, just something that you have to watch out for when you're collecting. If like you're like me, if you're a hardcore movie collector. The Josie and the Pussycats, I remember not being good, but finally found the PG-13 one. So this is this pickup video. I'm gonna cut the video here because I don't want to make a really long ass one. I'm gonna try to fix that Snapper Case later. So please stay tuned for part 2 of the second week of Movie Freak Bazaar purchases. So I'll see you then. Bye.